Hello again, everyone. This is Game Collector. I'm sorry I'm a day late. Stuff came up, so this is Saturday the 15th. Right here I have Transformers Robots in Disguise Grimlock, and that's pretty much the only thing he shares with the G1 character is the name. Otherwise, he's completely different, as you can tell by the vehicle mode. He's classified as a steam shovel, which technically doesn't make sense considering steam shovels haven't been around for a very long time, I suppose. The name just kind of stuck around. The shovel does work, I suppose. There's that. And he has little tiny rolly wheels underneath his treads because his treads are molded plastic. You'll see why they are once I transform him, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to, first of all, take that piece off, put it off to the side somewhere, and then I'm going to pull the arms out, like so. And also pull these parts out, which will eventually form the legs, and turn this piece around 180 degrees and push this little back part. You'd think this green part right here would be as, well, you know what, but no, that's not. Push that back. That'll be more important later on. Bring these down, though once you do bring them down and out of the way, you can form the head and split that so you get the chest and shoulders. And now to finish with the legs. They don't exactly stick together, so you actually have to rely on gravity and friction. His groin just does not want to go into one place. And now pull this down, pull the feet down, and you do it the same on the other side. Although you don't have to have his ankles extended, that kind of does, it just adds to his height, and you really don't want them extended until a later point. Then you fold out his claw hands, and as you probably notice, his hands are asymmetrical. I really don't care. And lastly, this piece on his back, you turn it so that the hole is facing up. Try to get it nice and even. And then you plug the shovel onto his back, which makes him very top-heavy. Very back-heavy. It makes him very back-heavy. Unless you have it like lunging forward like a scorpion tail or something. Let's see what happens if I extend the ankles, if that'll help. Nope. Doesn't help at all. And there, I guess that's as balanced as I'm going to get him in the meantime. This is going to be a running thing with the build team. I'm going to bring you in to show you their faces, because if you look at his head, he has like a shovel forming the top of his head. This is going to be a running thing with the build team. The running theme is part of their vehicle mode is sort of also part of their head. And if it wasn't obvious that he's a steam shovel, the top of his head is a steam shovel thing. This back part right here is also important. I'll get to that later. He has a swivel shoulder can go 360 degrees if the shoulder pad doesn't get in the way, both sides. He has bizarre elbow joints like this. Unless you consider this is wrist and this is elbow, I don't know what is what, okay? He has thigh, ball joint. They go up and down angle, ball jointed knees, and foot. And his head is on a swivel, so you can make him go 180 or 360 there. And this thing can, as you can see, it can still bend even when it's not attached to him. Though it's much easier to do when it's attached to a hard point. This is also going to be important later on because it can do this. It turns into a big claw. In the anime, he can hold it in his hand, which he can't really do all that well in the toy. There's nowhere else to peg it other than... Oh, wow. Yeah, you can sort of put it in the big claw hand. I wouldn't recommend it because he can't hold it that well. But he could hold it and then swing it around and stuff. Just put it on his back for now. There is one little extra made-up mode that I want to show you after I read you his bio, just to prove that he's not Grimlock at all. A seasoned warrior, Grimlock is second in command of the construction Autobots. He looks very harsh, but is really calm and upbeat, which kind of tells you that he's not Grimlock at all. His words: he works closely with the construction team leader to pass on the tactics and experience he has gained in his many battles. He can be counted on to assess every situation and come up with a good plan of action. Strength 8, Intelligence 10, Speed 7, Endurance 9, Rank 7, Courage 10, Firepower 6, and Skill 9. The intelligence would kind of tip you off right away. Anyway, onto that little special mode. You want to transform him about halfway back into his alt mode. This is more of a little retro trick I did during the week. Leave the legs fully transformed, but put them back in their position for the vehicle mode, which right here you see this little hole here. This will peg in and help lock it in place for the transformation. There you go. This part you push out and leave in the back. Put that in place. And put that there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but pull that about there. This one about there. And for fun and giggles, let me pull him away from the camera, and there. Now he's like some sort of fox dinosaur construction machinery thing, and so far this is the only one I've been able to make a fake Dinobot out of. This is just for fun and not actually part of the review, but if you want to take my advice and do it anyway, be my guest. Go right ahead. I'm sure other people have done it before me. I'm sure other people have done it on video. I wouldn't know. I don't watch them. Hold all these parts back into place, rotate it around, and lock that, and there you go. There's Grimlock. And next next week I'll be doing more of the build team. And, you know, there are 4 of them, so it'll occupy you. So, later.